Welcome to my June reading for Gemini. If you have Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. And in June, I am talking about ways to generate love. And that is love with relationships, with friends, family, and the rest of the human race. And it is love for yourself, as in self-confidence, self-esteem, and compassion towards your own issues. So I have already shuffled the cards, and I will cut the cards and I will begin. So what is the heart of the matter for Gemini in June? What's the heart of the matter for Gemini in June, please? The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands may find our Gemini in a defensive posture, something that's going on, activities in your life. You might be feeling you're having to defend what's happening. This is fire energy, so it can be emotional energy around a situation. So let's see what's crossing the Seven of Wands. Oh, we have two cards. Okay, the first card is the Knight of Swords. This is news. You may have received some news that has got you on the defensive. And the root cause of this might have to do with a relationship. This is a card. This really is a Gemini card in many ways, because it's talking about the coming together of two energies. And this can be a compassionate relationship between you and another human being, or between you and yourself. It is a water card, so Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio may be involved. So let's see. Maybe the news that has you defensive has to do with a relationship. Now, that can be any kind of relationship. That can be a work relationship, friends relationship. So let's see. At the base, we have the High Priestess. This is an emotional time for you, and this is a time when your intuition may be very strong. This also can be someone around you, either a Pisces, and sometimes I think of this as a Virgo. So this could be someone around you who is very intuitive. So you might have someone that you can consult, but they won't tell you very much unless they have something very important to say. But this could also be your internal intuitive sense. So let's see what is in the recent past for Gemini. And this is often some energy that is moving out of the picture for you. So let's see what is in the recent past. Okay, this makes sense. The Five of Wands is activity that is striving towards a goal. However, it is competitive energy, and you can see here that it looks like there are different groups competing. There's clashes going on about priorities, and there may be someone who is trying to beat everyone else to get to the goal. And that could be why you're feeling defensive. If everyone is striving towards the same prize, then people are going to try to knock you down to get you out of their way. We have at the base here the Queen of Wands. And this is Aries energy. Aries can be Leo and can also be Sagittarius. However, we have the energy of creativity here. And this is energy that won't back down. And if this is your energy, and I do feel that this is, you may be part of you if you have Aries in, or Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. This is creative energy. And this could also be the person who is competing against you because they're not backing down. that is a possibility. So let's see what is coming into Gemini's consciousness. What is on your mind in June? What is soon coming? This card wants to come out. The King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is about truth. The King of Swords tells the truth, finds the truth, gets to the truth, and rules fairly. That's what I'm getting. And you also have your card, the Magician, at the base. So I am thinking that your defense may not be necessary, because this is a card of being able to manifest. And what you're really wanting to manifest here is the truth of the situation. Because I think that I feel this defensiveness is coming from somewhere, and you feel it is unfair to have to defend yourself in this way. But you have that Magician energy there. So let's see what is coming up in the near future for Gemini. What is ahead that has to do with this? Now, if this is a relationship issue, this could be a squabble between you and your partner. And the squabble could be for control, or who gets to win an argument. It could be something like that. That doesn't really ring with my intuition, but it's one possibility. So what is coming up in the near future for Gemini, please? Okay, show me what is in the near future for Gemini. Working together. Reconciliation is the word that came to mind. I think that the differences may be resolved. It could be a misunderstanding, and I think there could be some chance that you'll find the truth and you'll be able to resolve the differences. So you're going to be working together instead of working at cross purposes. And this is in the material world, so I'm thinking this has to do with either a partnership, as in a relationship partnership, or a partnership at work. So let's see what your own energy, Gemini, is right now in June. What is Gemini's energy in June, please? Okay, show me. What is Gemini's energy? Disruptive. You are looking to shake things up. Oh my. And these two cards together, this is the environment. I would say this is maybe the environment. I'm going to hold on that because, no, actually it is. The environment is one, there could be a Capricorn around you. And I think that in this case, this can sometimes be toxic energy. It can also be one where there are temptations around you. So there may be different meanings for this, but I'm getting this is definitely the environment. And I think that's why this strife is taking place. So this is a situation where you want to get out of this dynamic if there is toxic, or this could simply be a very stubborn Capricorn around you. So how are you going to deal with this? Let's see if I'm correct. What is the environment? Is the devil the environment, or is it another card? The environment is the Queen of Swords. The devil here is why. The devil here is why you want this disruptive energy, because someone in your environment, there we go. Someone in your environment is causing this strife. This is going to be fixed because the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, this is going to cut straight to the truth. No question. No question. This is going to cut straight to the truth. The Queen of Swords gives you an environment where There may be words that are cutting because they are true, they're to the point. Now, that can be an uncomfortable situation if those words are directed in your direction. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I think this is truly you have this at your base. So I think you are emotionally sound in this situation. You're willing to have compassion. You're willing to extend the benefit of a doubt. All you want to know is the truth. And whatever is happening here that is making you uncomfortable, it looks like these two energies will help you resolve it. And your energy. With such strong Gemini energy, you're definitely going to be able to make your point. So let's see what your fears, hopes and fears. Let's go for the hopes. Let's see what Gemini's hopes are in this situation. As a Gemini, you're willing to see both sides of a situation, so that is helpful. And what you're hoping for is hope, healing, and possibilities. So you want to get through this, which could suggest this is a relationship thing. And you will know with these two swords here how strong your energy is. I think that the thing that you might be concerned about is the Queen of Wands that we saw at the base earlier, because this is more defensive energy right here. So is there something that you have said or done that has set you against an individual? That's a situation that some of you may be in, and you may be in the point with your environment here that you're going to be willing to say, if you did, I said this and I apologize. You will know the right thing to do, is what I am saying, if that's the case. And you are wishing for hope, healing, and possibilities. So your heart is open to that. Your heart is open to that because of this card as well. And you can manifest that. We saw the Magician earlier. So let's see what the outcome is. What is the outcome in June? Well, things are going to continue to be busy. I think that this means that you're going to be working together, because these are the wands that are featuring highly in this reading are moving all in the same direction. I think this card suggests that you are going to be able to resolve the emotional situation that is causing this, you having to defend yourself. You may simply need to say, okay, let's reset. Because the tower is a reset. The tower is a disruption that resets things. Let's reset. Let's look at this and come up with a different understanding. And that is going to bring you this brilliant clarity that the Ace of Swords here at the base of the deck shows. So I will call for one more card. After the Eight of Wands, what is the situation going to be? What's next? Okay, show me. All right, some anxiety. So this is a thing that is in progress. The Nine of Swords is telling me that you may have to choose very wisely. And here's why. You're choosing about what's going to happen next in this activity. And this is how things were in the past and how they're going to be going forward. Which are you going to choose? So you have this choice. And here is another clue. that there is a lot to be said for finding the truth here. You have the Page, Queen, and King of Swords. You have that ability to find that truth. And things are not resolved yet. But here you are. You are manifesting. Let's go back a little bit further. There's something that is definitely coming up, and I think it is a new thing. Perhaps you are getting finished with this. The 9 of Wands shows me that you're close to the 10 of Wands in that cycle. So let's go back a little bit more. The Knight of Cups is also here. So there is a message of love in the recent past. There may be two stories going on here, that one has to do with work and the other one has to do with love. And one may be affecting the other for some of you. So let's go back just a little bit further. The 8 of Pentacles tells me that you are attempting to perfect something, and that is this work. It could be the working together, it could be this current project or activity or effort between several people that is kind of gone a bit pear-shaped. But it's clear you're moving out of a situation that was worse than that. The 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords are somewhat related because they tell me that the conflict has sometimes tipped over into fighting, and sometimes this can be very cutting words, but sometimes this can be ruthlessness. Sometimes this can be sabotage. But you're moving away from that. So I think that things have smoothed out a little bit. There's the Ace of Pentacles. There is this opportunity to manifest and this opportunity to perfect, to really work on what it is that you want to do. And you do have this essence of the message of love around you, and someone wants to work with you and someone wants things to work out. They're waiting for the next thing that is going to be happening. So this is your ability to manifest as long as you can get to the truth, and I think that is it. Once you have gotten to the truth, you may have already decided, because this is at the base. We've got the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. So we have the Cups and Wands, kind of the emotions and the actions running concurrently here. So let's see, one more card for the outcome. What else does Gemini need to know? The thing about the 9 of Swords and anxiety is that those are things that are really your own thoughts. They are anxieties that you're thinking about all of the things that could possibly happen. But you are trying to get to the truth. And that means that you need to edit, and that's what the 8 of Pentacles is really kind of talking about. What are the things that are really adding value to the situation? And those are the things that you want to perfect. So what else is it that... Oh, 2 cards kind of came out here. Yeah, there's 2 cards. The 7 of Pentacles, which was the one I was thinking of. These are how to get to the happiness here. This is the what is really important for the activity that you want to achieve. What is really important to get you to the goal? This is a person who's tending their crops. If you look at that as an analogy of life in general, it's what are the things you're going to focus on? What things are you going to pour the energy into that you can take when you go to that 8 of Pentacles perfection? What is most important to you? That this 7 and 7 here is that what are you defending? What are you defending? Are you defending something you don't really need to defend? Why are you feeling this defensiveness? And what is this information the Knight of Swords has brought you? What is that is bothering you? Because that's the feeling, something about that. You want to get to the truth. That's where you go, what is really important? And I did see the 5 of Cups behind one of the cards is telling me that there are things that you might be sad about. And letting go of things can often get rid of a lot of this anxiety. But the result is going to be that happiness that you're looking for, that happiness, this compassion that you already have. You're going to end up with this happiness. You just have to know what to pay attention to. And those other things that are not important to it, that are causing this anxiety, if you rid yourself of, if you walk away from those things, those emotions and those activities that aren't getting you towards your goal of happiness, this will go away. And you will get this instead. You will get this happiness. So one more card. There it is. You're going to find that happiness. You're going to find the answers within. And this is really an important thing to know. And here's this card underneath it. You are going to be able to, as a Gemini, harness those two energies. Because we do. We have the heart, we have the emotions, and then we have the activities. And going inside yourself and examining those things that really are important to you is really what you need to do. I feel you juggling a situation. And sometimes the truth matters, but sometimes it's better to say, okay, this thing is so insignificant that it really doesn't affect it. So that's off the plate. And that might be just one thing that you have to go, I'm not bothered about that. I don't have to know about that. And I'm fine. And that means that the whole thing changes. And you end up with the 10 of Cups. So with that, I will say this is a positive reading. It's a bit of a challenge. But what you're doing is going to take this, which is an important thing for you, and allow you to look at inside yourself to find that secret, that secret inner truth that you apparently need to know to dispel things going this way. One more card. I'll pull one more card. One final card for Gemini for the June. One final card for Gemini for June. At the end of the day, what is it all going to be about? Okay, show me. Strength. Strength is courage with compassion. So just remember, you have the compassion at the base. Remember that when you think about all of the things that are challenging you at this moment about the situation. You can stand up and you can state your truth. And you can disrupt things as long as you do it with compassion. And that's compassion towards yourself and to the people around you who might be, in this instance, causing things to be difficult, or at least as far as you're concerned. Whatever it is, you can extend that compassion. You don't have to be perfect. If the 8 of Pentacles means perfectionism, you don't have to be perfect. You may be fighting yourself if that's the situation, because you're looking for perfection when you're not going to find perfection. And that it takes a great deal of strength and compassion with yourself to be able to say, this is good enough, and feel really good about what it is that you're presenting. Whatever it is that this issue is about, this is a good reading for you. It looks like it's a lot of work, but you have what you need to do it. And with that, I really will leave it there. Thank you.